Hey, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's about noon on July 3rd, day before 4th of July. I'm just putting this up as a time waster. I thought maybe you guys would be interested in it. It's a Knight 250M transistorized FM multiplex stereo tuner. I believe, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure this was the first transistorized Knight kit that was ever made. This is the tuner. You could buy this as a kit, and you could also buy the accompanying amplifier that this would sit on top of. And it's stereo, although in its current form the stereo does not work, and if you put it to stereo, right now it's running on mono, it won't put anything out. I've had this for years, and I kind of drag it out every 8-10 months. I just like to play with it. It's gotten consistently weaker. When I first got it, it would actually pick up quite a few stations, but storage hasn't helped it any. But I'm showing this to you because it's got a lot of ceramic caps in it. It does have those electrolytics, which are probably shot. It's not humming, but like I said, it's not very sensitive anymore. But look at all the cans you get on here. But the one big claim to fame on this thing is, if you look back here, those are Nuvistors. They're actually Nuvistor tubes. And you would think with those on here, this would get pretty good reception. Like I said, it used to, but it doesn't anymore. I do have it hooked up to a wire antenna, but as I brought up many times, unfortunately, when I had my shop built, didn't take into consideration that I wasn't going to be able to pick up any radio stations out in the shop, because it's all metal construction with wood studding, and it acts like a giant Faraday cage. Now this wire I've got running out goes actually outside to the rafters on the overhang, but that doesn't seem to help me any. When I bought this, it did not have the enclosure. And the one reason why I bought this was, well, actually two reasons. I bought this years and years ago off of eBay, probably 8-9 years ago. But I bought it because of the Nuvistors in it. I thought that was pretty cool. I actually have this a bit of a penchant for small tuners. Look at this thing now. This was a kit. Could you imagine having to put this thing together? I love that transistor just hanging out right there. Isn't that great? I don't have the schematics for this, although I probably could find them if I looked hard enough. There's the tuning capacitors down there. It uses coils to tune it. It's kind of an interesting box, actually, when you get right down to it. This has been driving me crazy forever. Is this front panel just kind of is hanging on here. It was designed to be bolted into the case, but I don't have a case, so. Now the rain's starting, you hear it? It's try to drown out the rain. I'm real bad about turning the sound up on my videos when I'm playing something. One of the reasons I'm playing the station is because it's one of the only ones I get on here right now. and there's no copyright, so I'm good with that. The tuning meter still kind of works a little bit. It's just got some issues. What can I say? I'll turn this up for 1 second. Not very sensitive at this point. Turn that down. Well, I guess that's it, guys, for the channels right now. Does work. Hasn't caught on fire. Trying to get some more light in there. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? I mean, look at all the hand wiring in there. I must have driven somebody insane. You gotta love night kits. They were, in my opinion, every bit as good, if not better in some instances, than Heath kits were. I know they're kind of getting to be a little bit more in demand now. They made quite a few things. Like I said, this was billed as the first solid state kit. And the fact that they're actually using Nuvistors kind of backs that up. They're even using Nuvistors between the cans as pre-stage amplifiers. Isn't that great? I did check the Nuvistors on this. They all seem to be working okay. So I'm thinking probably those two caps are shot, if nothing else, right off the top. Since it does have a lot of those little ceramic caps on it, that's a good thing. I really do like that. I like that. Just a random transistor just hanging out by the leads. I was like, okay, I guess I'll have to figure out what that's for. All the stuff that you watch on YouTube doesn't necessarily have to be a resurrection or parts replacements or finishing, restoring, whatever. Sometimes, at least in my opinion, and the reason why I make these videos is just looking at somebody else's crusty junk. You may not have ever seen one of these before, even knew it existed. I'm showing it to you. I think it's kind of cool. I'll probably get around to doing something with it. I've got a couple of other things I'm still screwing around with, but I wanted to just get out a brief video just to keep you acquainted with me. You don't necessarily have to like it. I still am appreciating any subscribers I get. It's been a slow go. I'm not looking for a lot of subscribers, but if you have some subscribers, at least you feel like somebody's watching your videos once in a while. Although I'm not making videos for that. I have all this stuff. I have stuff everywhere. And I actually do power this stuff up and listen to it. Try to keep voltage going to it. I'm running inside the house right now. I'm running an old Sears AM/FM stereo 8-track portable because I'm working up to making a little bit of an 8-track video here. I've got just a straight out generic 8-track player, portable 8-track player, you know, the kind that goes together. Well, here, I'll show it to you. Let's take a walk through the debris field here. It's this thing right here. I'm going to be making a video. I got to take this thing apart. I got this the other day. It was actually in a bathroom, and I'm not going to go into that whole thing, but it was in a bathroom at a thrift store, and I don't know why it was in the bathroom. Somebody had taken it in there a long time ago and put it up on a shelf. And when I went in there, I saw it, and I asked him, "How much you want for this?" And she basically threw it at me. She said, "Get rid of it. I don't want it. You take it." I have powered it up, and it doesn't do a damn thing. And I know there's a switch inside the 8-track that turns the thing on. I manipulated that, still nothing, so I'm going to have to take it apart. But it's actually pretty, you know. But the one I'm running in the house has the AM/FM. It's almost identical to this, but it's got the AM/FM on running along the top of it. And it sounds really good, and I've had it for a while, and I use it a lot. So I'm going to try to get this running, and I'll film that as I do that. And at that point, we will see what else we can do, because I've got another 8-track that I should probably look at. I'm seeing to be acquiring 8-track tapes lately. I must have 50 8-track tapes. And I think my cousin-in-law just bought me a whole carton full of 8-track tapes from a garage sale a couple of weeks ago. I haven't gotten them from her yet, but I appreciate her doing that. She sent me a picture. She's like, "You interested?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'll buy that right now." She got the whole thing for $10 or something. So I have 8-tracks. 8-tracks aren't the worst thing in the world. I certainly wouldn't only do 8-tracks, but the mechanics on them are very simple once you take them apart. And I'll show you when next video I make is going to be on this thing right here. But here, I'll bring you back over here. I obviously need to get back in here, and I got crap everywhere, but it does get moved around. Just wanted to show you this, guys, so you can enjoy it in all its old kit crustiness.
To be guided by it. Our leaders cannot honor you in their own wisdom or by trusting in their own resources.
All right, that's what I got. I hope you guys have a good 4th of July. I'll be getting back to you shortly. My videos depend on what kind of mood I'm in, what I have available, and one of the things that's been holding me back about doing some of these videos is I don't have a good tripod setup. I need some kind of overhead like everybody else has. You can't do anything hand holding, and I've tried to hook my phone up to a tripod. I've actually got like a selfie stick for that and everything, but I'm going to get a real camera support that I can hang over the bench, and then I can do a lot more. But I do like the way this camera does do micro focus, though. It's actually pretty good. It probably wouldn't be that difficult to get this thing running. I've been looking for a case for this for a long time. I thought there might be one of these things that's doesn't work that they were selling, but usually when you see these, they're sold with the amplifier, and they want a lot of money because there's an amplifier involved. Because everybody thinks amplifiers are worth a fortune right now. I don't necessarily agree with that, but if I could find one, I would certainly buy it, if nothing else, for the case. But that's not the case, get it? All right, well, everybody have a good 4th of July. If you watch this for 5 seconds and you feel particularly benevolent, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'll sink into your list of subscriptions that you never watch. I do try to put out some stuff, so maybe every once in a while, if you subscribe to me, you'll see something pop up that might be more to your interest than this. But okay, enough of that. Thanks, guys. Have a good 4th of July. Bye.